Investigation of actor Gene Hackman and his wife Betsy Arakawa in their New Mexico home. During a press conference this afternoon, officials revealed
the death of Gene Hackman, one of Hollywood's most celebrated actors, sent shockwaves throughout the entertainment world. A man whose legendary career spanned decades, Hackman was known for his gripping performances, earning him widespread acclaim and respect. However, his passing alongside his wife, Betsy Arakawa, in their remote Santa Fe home, unearthed a much darker and more complex story. A secret that Hackman had kept hidden for years, his personal diary, was discovered after his death, revealing a side of the actor few had ever seen. The contents of this diary have stunned family, friends, and fans alike, exposing regrets, struggles, and disillusionment that Hackman had kept closely guarded. A quiet exit from the spotlight. The mysterious 2004 retirement. Hackman's sudden retirement from Hollywood in 2004 was a pivotal moment in his life, one that has now become the subject of intense scrutiny. For years, the public was led to believe that Hackman retired due to health issues. His deteriorating heart condition was said to have made the demands of acting too difficult to bear. Officially, it was reported that, after undergoing a stress test, Hackman's doctors advised him to retire, citing the toll that long hours, travel, and emotionally demanding roles had taken on his health. He moved to Santa Fe with his wife, seeking peace and a quieter life away from the relentless pressures of Hollywood. This official narrative painted a picture of a man simply choosing rest over the grind of fame. However, Hackman's secret diary complicates this story. According to the diary, Hackman's decision to leave Hollywood was far more layered than a simple desire to find peace. In fact, the truth behind his retirement was a tangled web of emotions, fears, and dissatisfaction that had been building for years. Hackman's health, it turns out, was only one piece of the puzzle. While he did suffer from heart issues, he was far more troubled by the changing nature of Hollywood, a place he no longer recognized or felt connected to. The diary entries reveal that Hackman had grown disillusioned with the industry he had once loved. He expressed frustration over the commercialization of Hollywood, which he felt had lost its soul. The passion he once had for acting seemed to fade as he watched the industry prioritize profits over creativity. For Hackman, the magic of filmmaking was being replaced by corporate interests and shallow storytelling. The diary suggests that his decision to retire wasn't entirely voluntary. Rather, Hackman felt as though the industry had left him behind, and he was forced to walk away from something he loved dearly. The Golden Globe speech, a cryptic farewell, one moment that now seems eerily prophetic in light of the diary's contents, was Hackman's final appearance at the 2003 Golden Globe Awards. At the ceremony, Hackman received the Cecil B. DeMille Award for outstanding contributions to the world of entertainment. In his acceptance speech, he spoke with deep emotion about his love for acting. "I never wanted to be anything but an actor," he said, his voice heavy with sincerity. "This is what I was born to do." At the time, few people thought much of it. Hackman was simply expressing his appreciation for a lifetime in the industry. But in the context of the diary's revelations, his words take on a different meaning. If Hackman truly loved acting as much as he claimed, why did he walk away so suddenly? Why did a man who had dedicated his entire life to the craft leave it all behind, seemingly without a second thought? His speech, now in hindsight, feels like a final cryptic farewell, an acknowledgement of a love that could never truly be rekindled. Hackman's passion for acting, it seems, was buried under the weight of Hollywood's changing landscape and his own growing personal struggles. Tucker Carlson weighs in, was Hackman pushed out? The questions surrounding Hackman's retirement have not gone unnoticed in the media. Prominent American journalist Tucker Carlson has weighed in on the matter, offering a theory that challenges the official narrative. According to Carlson, the idea that Hackman simply retired due to health issues doesn't add up. Carlson suggests that Hackman may have been pushed out of Hollywood, forced to retire not by his own volition, but by a combination of factors that included the industry's changing dynamics, and perhaps even personal battles that were kept hidden from the public eye. Carlson points to Hackman's own words from the Golden Globe speech, highlighting the contradiction between his deep passion for acting and his decision to retire. If Hackman was still so deeply in love with his craft, why would he abandon it so suddenly? Was it possible that the pressures of Hollywood had grown so overwhelming that he felt he had no choice but to step away, even if it meant leaving behind the very thing that defined him? This theory gains further credence when one considers the contents of Hackman's secret diary. The diary paints a picture of a man deeply conflicted, a man who longed for the peaceful life he had in Santa Fe, but was simultaneously haunted by unresolved feelings about his career. The diary's entries suggest that Hackman's decision to retire wasn't simply about health. It was about the emotional and psychological toll that Hollywood had taken on him. The hidden struggles, health issues, or something more. After his retirement, Hackman largely retreated from the public eye, focusing on writing, painting, and enjoying a more solitary existence in New Mexico. Despite his heart issues, Hackman appeared to lead an active life, hiking, fishing, and staying creatively engaged. He also penned several novels, revealing a different side to the actor that few had ever seen. For many, Hackman's post-Hollywood life seemed like a peaceful, fulfilling existence. But the more one examines his later years, the more troubling questions emerge. Hackman's apparent vitality in his later years contradicts the idea of a man in rapid decline. If his heart condition was truly worsening, why was he still enjoying outdoor activities and maintaining an active lifestyle? Some speculate that Hackman may have been hiding a deeper, more complex struggle, something he didn't want the world to know about. Was his health really the only issue he faced? Or was there something more sinister at play in his later years? The diary, with its intimate revelations, suggests that Hackman may have been battling psychological issues, including depression, anxiety, and paranoia, that were exacerbated by his sudden retirement and the isolation he chose afterward. The secret struggles Hackman tried to hide. One of the most shocking revelations in Hackman's secret diary was his admission about the emotional toll of aging. In a deeply personal entry, Hackman confessed that he hated watching himself grow older. "It really costs me a lot emotionally to watch myself on screen," he wrote. For a man who had spent decades in front of the camera, this admission was startling. Hackman had always been proud of his work, but in his later years, he seemed to view his aging process as a painful reminder of his mortality. This revelation opened up a floodgate of questions. Was Hackman struggling with the trauma of seeing his youth and vitality slip away? Could the actor, who had once played such powerful, commanding roles, now be consumed by feelings of insecurity and fear about his own aging process? Hackman's emotional turmoil over aging suggests that there was more to his retreat from Hollywood than simply wanting peace. His struggles with his own image and legacy were deeply intertwined with his decision to disappear from the public eye. The diary also hints at a sense of paranoia in Hackman's later years. People who saw him in public described him as withdrawn, even edgy, and some noted that he often seemed to be looking over his shoulder, as though he was dodging someone or something. At the time, these reports were dismissed as signs of a man simply struggling with his age. However, the diary's revelations add weight to the idea that Hackman may have been battling something more sinister, something he was too afraid to confront publicly. The mystery of Hackman's death. A chilling conclusion. As the shocking details of Hackman's life unfold through his diary, the mystery of his and Betsy Arakawa's death has only deepened. The couple was found dead in their Santa Fe home, 9 days after their passing. The delay in discovering their bodies has disturbed many, raising questions about why no one checked on them sooner. When authorities finally arrived, they found the couple in separate rooms, an unsettling detail that has fueled speculation about their final moments. Why were they found apart? What happened in those last crucial hours of their lives? Adding to the mystery, their beloved dog was found dead alongside them, further compounding the eerie nature of the scene. Was the dog's death related to their passing, or was it a result of neglect? No clear signs of forced entry or a struggle were visible in the home, but something about the scene felt off. As the investigation continues, the question remains: what really happened in those final moments? Gene Hackman's secret diary may ultimately reveal the truth behind his mysterious departure from Hollywood and his tragic end. Whatever the contents of those pages may hold, one thing is certain: Hackman's life, both in front of and behind the camera, was far more complicated than anyone could have imagined. The true story of his final years may be far darker and more troubling than anyone was prepared for. As we await further revelations, the mystery of Gene Hackman's death continues to haunt Hollywood, leaving more questions than answers. The discovery of Gene Hackman's secret diary, a twist that sent shockwaves through Hollywood. In the days following the mysterious deaths of Gene Hackman and his wife Betsy Arakawa, an unexpected revelation stunned both the public and those who had known the legendary actor. Just 4 days after the couple's passing, a secret diary was discovered, seemingly left behind by Hackman. The circumstances surrounding its discovery remain shrouded in mystery, but its emergence has sent waves of shock and intrigue rippling through those close to Hackman. The location of the diary, how it surfaced, and who found it are all details that remain unclear, adding to the enigma surrounding the couple's tragic end. However, what is undeniably clear is the diary's potential to shed light on the events leading up to Hackman's death and the complex final years of his life. Its contents could reveal the hidden aspects of Hackman's personal struggles, private fears, and unspoken regrets, potentially explaining the reasons behind his withdrawal from the public eye and his subsequent mysterious death alongside his wife. As the investigation into the couple's deaths continues to unfold, the police have expressed interest in obtaining the diary, and its findings are anticipated to play a crucial role in uncovering the truth about the circumstances surrounding Hackman and Arakawa's demise. The investigation into the mysterious deaths. A closer look. Hackman and Arakawa's deaths have raised numerous questions, with authorities working tirelessly to piece together the puzzle of what happened in their New Mexico home. From the outset, there was confusion surrounding the cause of death, with various theories emerging from different sources. The initial speculation from Hackman's daughter, Elizabeth Jean Hackman, suggested that carbon monoxide poisoning might have played a role in her father's and his wife's deaths. This theory was based on her belief that toxic fumes could have been responsible for their untimely passing, a possibility that gained traction as the couple was found in their home in an apparent state of sudden death. However, after a series of investigations, including autopsies and gas inspections, it became clear that carbon monoxide poisoning was not to blame. Medical examiners found no external trauma on either Hackman or Arakawa's bodies, and toxic gas exposure was ruled out. With these possibilities dismissed, investigators were left with even more unanswered questions. Could the deaths have been caused by poisoning, or was there a more natural explanation? The lack of any clear signs of trauma or environmental hazards forced authorities to explore other potential causes, including the possibility of poisoning or other health-related complications. The search for clues, the heater, the pills, and the toxicology reports. As the investigation deepened, attention turned to a portable heater found near Arakawa's body. This discovery initially raised concerns about a potential gas leak that could have led to the couple's deaths. However, further inspections of the heater and stove burner revealed only a minor leak, one deemed insufficient to cause death. This finding only deepened the mystery, as it seemed to rule out environmental factors as a cause of death. Given the absence of obvious physical trauma or signs of environmental danger, investigators turned their focus to toxicology reports. Scattered pills near Arakawa's body prompted questions about whether medication misuse or intentional poisoning might have been at play. However, as of now, the results of the toxicology tests have not been made public, leaving the exact cause of death undetermined. The authorities' ongoing search for answers remains clouded in uncertainty. Theories and rumors, speculation runs wild. Since the news of Hackman and Arakawa's deaths broke, there has been an outpouring of theories and rumors about the circumstances of their passing. While some believe that the couple simply succumbed to natural causes, particularly given Hackman's advanced age and his long-standing heart issues, others are more suspicious. Hackman, at 95 years old, had lived a long life, but Arakawa, at just 63 years old, appeared to be in good health. Could their deaths have been linked, or was there another explanation altogether? Some have suggested that Arakawa may have experienced a medical emergency after discovering her husband's death, possibly leading to her own untimely passing. But if that were the case, why didn't she seek help? Why didn't she attempt to call for assistance? With each unanswered question, the speculation surrounding the deaths grows, deepening the mystery. Further adding to the strangeness of the situation is the fact that the couple's bodies were not discovered for a full 9 days after their deaths. How could two prominent figures, one a legendary actor, the other his wife, be left unnoticed for such a long period? This troubling detail has led some to wonder if there was something more sinister at play. Could the couple have been ignored by those closest to them? Or could something more nefarious have kept people away? The shocking revelation: Gene Hackman's secret diary. Amidst the chaos and speculation, a crucial clue has emerged: Hackman's secret diary. While the details surrounding its discovery remain unclear, the significance of this diary cannot be overstated. Insiders suggest that the diary was discovered by family members or caregivers, though the exact circumstances remain shrouded in secrecy. What is particularly striking about this revelation is that, rather than immediately turning the diary over to the authorities, those closest to Hackman appear to have attempted to keep it hidden. This raises a troubling question. What is so damning or incriminating within the pages of the diary that even Hackman's family members have gone to such lengths to prevent its contents from becoming public? Could it be that the family is attempting to protect Hackman's legacy? Or is there something within the diary that they fear could implicate them in some way? These questions have ignited fierce debates within Hackman's inner circle, with some members of the family demanding full disclosure, while others are adamant that Hackman's secrets must remain buried. As fragments of the diary's contents begin to leak, tensions have escalated, and it is clear that the revelations contained within the diary are causing a rift within the family. The final entries: emotional isolation, paranoia, and unanswered questions. Among the most unsettling entries in Hackman's secret diary are those that hint at a deep sense of emotional isolation. In one particularly poignant passage, Hackman writes, "I don't hear from them much. It's like I don't exist? These words suggest a profound sense of distance from his family, a feeling of invisibility that Hackman appears to have struggled with in his later years. For someone who had been one of Hollywood's most famous actors, this emotional disconnect is striking. Hackman's feelings of loneliness seem to permeate the pages of the diary, offering a glimpse into the isolation that may have defined his final years. These entries show a side of Hackman that was previously unknown to the public, one marked by deep loneliness, uncertainty, and a growing sense of vulnerability. His retreat from public life, it seems, may have been driven not just by a desire for peace, but by a need to escape something he could no longer outrun. What happens next? The unfolding mystery of Gene Hackman's secret diary. The discovery of Gene Hackman's secret diary has changed everything. It has provided a rare and intimate look into the final years of the actor's life, revealing aspects of his emotional and psychological state that few could have imagined. However, as more details emerge, the question remains: what will the world discover next? The diary's cryptic entries have sparked intense speculation about the true cause of Hackman's withdrawal from the public eye and the circumstances surrounding his death. Some believe that the diary contains clues to a deeper mystery, one that has yet to be fully understood. Hackman's growing paranoia, his sense of betrayal, and his feelings of being watched have taken on new weight as investigators continue their search for answers. Could these reflections point to something darker? Could Hackman's final years have been defined by a fear or threat that went unnoticed by those around him? As the investigation into Hackman and Arakawa's deaths intensifies, the diary may hold the key to unlocking the truth. Whether it reveals a hidden tragedy, a betrayal, or simply the ramblings of a man who had grown increasingly isolated, the world is eager to uncover the full extent of Hackman's secrets. Will the truth ever be fully revealed? And if it is, will the world be ready to face what lies within those pages?